I wanted to find out because we were chatting a little bit. What was your first online venture? How did you get started with all of this?
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm happy to be here with you, Zane. So yeah, basically my online marketing kind of the business started in 2008, and I was just literally bankrupt. My company in 2008. So I was really without any money, without anything, and I was looking for some ability to make some money. And basically, out of desperation, I found out about online marketing. So I started it, kind of the first adventures. I bought all these scammy products, and followed different strategies and things like that, and basically struggled for very long time for 14 months in a row. And one of the main struggle for me was that I didn't know how to write in English. So you can hear I have an accent, right? But I could talk like this before, but problem for me was to write. And when you join online marketing, you quickly find out that one of the things that you need to do is you need to create a lot of content, and basically you need to write something down, right? So for me, like just to give you kind of the perspective on this, is that for me to create a 400-word article was like a 6-hour labor.
Right.
Now think about what you can do with 400-word article comparing to the investment that you put in by doing 6 hours. So literally, I'm telling you this because so that you know that I have gone through different struggles, and I know what it is when you try to do some things and nothing works, and especially when you get to the point where you have, for example, 50 visitors to your website, but you still don't make money, and you're looking at analytics accounts every single day with the hope that I hope today it will be 75, and maybe tomorrow it will be 100, right? And all these things, and I have gone through that, and I know how it is. So that was my kind of the challenge. And later on, obviously, I got to the point where I said, okay, stop to all these like I like to call it hope marketing, and let's find one strategy, and let's stick with one strategy, and let's move on with that. And this is how I built my niche website network. I became very good in SEO and things like that. I got over 200 websites ranking in Google very well and driving traffic and so on and so forth. And later on, I started to coach people, and then for the last year, I have literally spent most of my time developing products and sharing systems with my students and customers. So that's kind of a quick overview of 4 years experience online.
Wow, yeah, that's quite the 4 years of experience. I bet you there's a lot of people out there who, especially if there is a language barrier in writing, would have just said, you know what, this online thing is just not for me. But I mean, you really stuck with it, and even beyond that, became an expert in SEO, got a bunch of sites ranked, and really zeroed in on focused on the important things that were going to help your business, which actually I think a lot of internet marketers currently struggle with right now is maintaining that focus, which I'm sure is why you had all these people asking for your help in coaching and things like that.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, the focus is the key always. So when you pick something, you just usually, like I like to say, that self-doubt kills everything, and that's one of the big things in people in IM community and everywhere where people try to make money, and then they start to question the strategy that they implement, and they question it so much that they prove themselves, they prove their minds that it will not work. And therefore it just doesn't work. So I think that's kind of to start with something and to keep going with that thing until you see certain results. It's very important. Basically, the key thing about it is that I got to the point where I started to generate a lot of traffic to my sites from different traffic sources, and my challenge was that I didn't know where exactly this traffic came from, right? I didn't know where exactly which traffic generated the most results for me, because there is, like, you have tracking information on your website, but you don't have tracking information on specific links usually. and therefore I created a system where I can track quickly and basically sending traffic to any location I want, and I can understand where this traffic is coming from. And just to give you an idea, let's say you submit a press release to 100 press release sites, right? And we know that press release can generate insane amount of traffic in a very short period of time if you know what you are doing, right? And so I did this, but from all these 100 sites, let's say only 10 or 15 sent me 90% of traffic. So instead of me submitting every press release to 100 sites, I started to submit those press releases just to 10 sites, which made it much more sense, and I get the same results. So just to think about this, if submission to 100 press release sites takes, let's say, 5 hours, right? Then submission to 10 sites takes, what, 20, 30, 50 minutes, right? So it's massive, massive kind of leverage of the time. And that's the reason why I created this tool, so that I can, first of all, understand where the traffic is coming from, and secondly, I can understand how good the particular traffic that is coming to my site, how good it is. And based on how good it is, I can actually send it to different locations. And that's what Traffic Extra is all about.
Ah, okay. So I mean, this came from some of your own struggles when you were sending
Yep.
all of these articles to these PR directories and getting a bunch of traffic back. You wanted to make sure that you were making the most of your time, and
Yep.
to do that, you had to build a tool, and that's this X-ray tool, right?
Yes. I basically couldn't find a solution for this, and there wasn't some, let's say, India is not the same as traffic coming from United States, and this traffic must be sent to different place. But it doesn't mean that you cannot make money from the India traffic, which is the key. So the question is how to still make more money by leveraging all this traffic, but send it differently based on the quality of it, right? And this is, yeah, that's why I created Traffic Extra, and it has worked like amazingly well.
Excellent, excellent. Now, my next question, especially for someone who has been doing internet marketing as long as you have, and have overcome quite a few obstacles despite that, is there a tip that you can give to our viewers that are watching right now live that can help them if they're just beginning, starting to generate traffic? I mean, you had mentioned articles and PR sites and whatnot. Anything that you can throw their way so that they can get a good focus on how to implement right away?
Yeah, definitely. If it's about traffic generation, then the key element that will change everything for you is trends. So basically, whenever you use trends in your business, in traffic generation strategies, that's where you will get the most traffic and most kind of action, right? Because what most people do, most people just research keywords, and then they build some articles around those keywords, they publish those on website, and then they hope that the traffic is going to come and everything will happen. Well, in reality, if that keyword is not in a trend right now, nothing will happen, right? There will come some traffic which is from the search engines, which is fine, but in order to get this momentum where you can start to get like 500 clicks per day or visitors per day, 1,000 visitors per day, 2,000 visitors per day, and then start to see how to use that traffic to make more money, you need to use trends. And the simplest strategy that I can give, which doesn't cost anything, which basically just takes a little bit of time to set up once, and it will work over and over again, is that you use trending topic. You create a curated article around the trending topic, and then you submit that article to document sharing sites. Because obviously press release sites cost some money, so press release sites would be better, but obviously it costs some money. So if you don't have money, you just create this document and you submit it to document sharing sites. And it will take you maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes per day to do it consistently. and you will see amazing, amazing results, what kind of traffic you will get. Most people do the strategy, but again, they do around keywords, which is not trending topic, which is not search right now. But if you look right now, what is happening with Google and everything is around trends. Everything is around trends. So whenever you use trending topic, everything happens, right? And if you look back, like for recent trends, one of the coolest topics recently was Kate Middleton, her pregnancy thing, right? Everybody was searching that. Absolutely everybody was searching that. So you need to leverage that search and channel traffic to your properties. And that's what you can do with this strategy.
Ah, actually, it's interesting that you bring up the trending point, because you're absolutely right. Way too many times people just focus specifically on keywords. I mean, in the YouTube space, there's actually a document provided by YouTube called the YouTube Creators Guide, and they talk about finding tent pole content, as they describe it. And it's exactly what you're talking about: finding trending topics and then saying, okay, now if you want to get a bunch of exposure on YouTube, make videos around these topics, and you'll be good to go. You're saying you're just saying the same thing with when it comes to article directories, finding those trends and attaching the keyword research, because that sounds like it's still important. But focus it on trends specifically, and that's when you'll start seeing the traffic, and that's when you'll be seeing the greatest benefit for tools like you've got, right?
Yeah, let's point out simple things. There are easy way to get traffic, which is paid traffic. So let's say you spend $100, $1,000 per day, whatever budget you have, you will get all your traffic you need. You can get any type of traffic, any demographics, anything you need, right? But now think about most of the people who start out, and I remember myself, I don't have such a money. I don't have such a money to risk right now in order to test whether my marketing actually works or not. And therefore, you trade a little bit of time in order to create these documents for document sharing sites. Or if you have a little bit more money, you can start to use and leverage press release sites, and you will get all the traffic you need. And then once you get this traffic, then it's just a question about conversions, which is exactly what Traffic X-ray tool and application and plugin, this is exactly what it does. It will help you to determine the quality of the traffic, and based on that, it will help you to determine where you need to send the traffic in order to make the most money. Because in the end of the day, it's how much money you make per click, per visitor to your website, right? Whether you make 10 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, what is your average rate right now? And you can implement the strategy and test it afterwards. What was your average rate afterwards? And you can see like difference in basically 1 day. So there is like 10, 12 hours, and you will see the difference. It's so easy and so simple to compare.
No, and that's actually something that I noticed as I was going through your content, is that the simplicity of gaining traffic, whether it's paid traffic or whether it's through simple sort of sweat equity, if you're starting out, putting in the time and energy to create these documents and then submitting to these document sharing sites, then you start getting a bunch of traffic, and then you get a bunch of traffic and you put all this energy into it, and then you're wondering why it's not converting, which is exactly where the X-ray tool comes in. It like you said, it scans the traffic and says, oh, okay, this is traffic that should go over here, and this is traffic that should go over here. Again, something that absolutely blew my mind, because even though I've been doing internet marketing for a while, I'm really lazy when it comes to split testing, and I don't think I'm alone. So having a tool like this that sort of predetermines the traffic before you need to do any kind of split testing is great, because even, take that a step further. If you've got all this traffic heading to a website and it's not qualified traffic for people who are going to purchase your offer because they're from countries that don't have the money to be able to, I mean, they may want it, they may love it, they may consume all of your free information, but then that gives you inaccurate data. It tells you that, okay, this might not be a direction you should be going when actually you should be. You just aren't refining the traffic.
Yeah, and there's another thing, like if you look specifically, for example, on CPA offers, most of the CPA offers is determined to which traffic it is good, whether this offer is good for UK traffic, US traffic, or other traffic. So you need to send the proper traffic to that place. Now, if you do a simple website, or you submit a document to document sharing sites, or you submit a press release, you get a bunch of different type of traffic. Now, why you would want to send all of this traffic to the offer which is just targeted to United States?
Right.
Instead, you just send those people that come from United States, you send to the particular place, to that special offer, and the remaining people you send to somewhere else. And we have a strategy and step-by-step guides and step-by-step system how to set it up, the place where you send them, where you will be able to optimize everything and get conversions right away. And one more thing which I want to say, which is so simple and so powerful, which wasn't there before when, for example, nobody was teaching that when I started out, and it's called curation. Right now, curation is so easy, and you can, like, when I said that I spend like 6 hours to create article, and then you think about what you can do with one article, which is basically nothing, maybe get 10 clicks, then right now, if you use the trend and you curate that document from, let's say, hot websites, you link to them, Google is all over the place, your document, and you will rank for that trending topic basically instantly. Right? Because these document sharing sites or press release sites, they are huge authority sites. They get #1 priority when it comes to rankings to Google. Then you just rank there, and people search, and you get massive traffic all the time. Now, if you do this for 30 days in a row, you get so much traffic that it's the next thing that you need to think about, which we obviously cover in Traffic X-Ray, and we teach step-by-step in Traffic X-Ray is how to extract most money from that, right? And when you think about how simple it is, but in the same time how many people struggle to get it going, it just blows my mind, because most people just, I have, for example, just to give you an example, I have a coaching customer, she's getting around 2,000 visitors per day, yet she's not making any money from that site. Now think about how she feels.
Yeah.
Like,
right?
You get 2,000 visitors. Like, you see, it's insane. You cannot even run the simple hosting anymore. You need to get some proper hosting in place, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
At the same time, you don't make any money. You don't have money even to buy that hosting, right? And the reason is because she didn't invest any time in figuring out what these people are, where they are coming from, and how to channel them to the offer that these people are actually searching for, right? And it's very, very important.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a process. I mean, it's the same reason why you went, wait, what's going on here? Why isn't all the traffic the same? And you realize that everybody's coming from all these different places. And as you started working more and testing and tweaking and changing, you realize, well, there's a process here, and you have to follow that process. And too many times, much like your coaching student, people don't consider the process, and which is why it's great to have people like you around to say, okay, what am I doing wrong? I've got 2,000 people per month going to my website, and there's nothing happening. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, it's right. So, sorry?
Yeah. Now I was just going to say that it's very, very important that, I see a lot of people say, okay, where I'm going to get the traffic? Traffic is not a problem. The problem is how to convert the traffic to money. That's where the real challenge is. Yeah. So if you will implement the strategy which I just gave you on this call, you will get all the traffic you need, right? Now the question is how much money you will make. and that's where we cover everything in a traffic X-ray course.
Excellent, excellent. So guys, if you need to rewind this, I mean, Peter gave a lot of really, really helpful information. I mean, you've got all the traffic you need right in front of you, so use it, and yeah, let us know about it. So with that said, let's move on into a few more questions specifically
Sure.
about the product. The first question about that is now I've gone through it and I absolutely love it, but I want to ask you, how is this easy to understand? Are people going to be able to log into the members area and get started right away?
Yeah, definitely. Like, first thing, when they will log into the members area, I have a short fast action video, and in that fast action video I basically give a few steps. I don't remember how many steps, but a few steps that people need to implement right now, even before they go through entire course, right, in order to get the setup right away and start to make money as fast as next 12 hours after the purchase, right? And because my aim is just to get people to feel the results that this strategy can generate for them. And once they will feel it, then it will be just question, okay, how can I scale it? How can I make, let's say, I'm getting 500 visitors today, so what I should do tomorrow to get 1,000 visitors, then 1,500, and then how to, most importantly, convert those visitors to money, which again, we cover step by step. We give all the website setups, all the tweaks and everything that must be done, so that there's no like question left. And basically, no matter, I mean, if you can log into the membership site after the purchase, then pretty much you are qualified to make money with this. That's how simple. I mean, I don't have any more simple kind of something to compare with, right?
Right. Well, and like we were saying before, I was really excited to do this interview simply because when I logged in, I mean, there's just some WSOs out there that are just say, okay, here's a handful of things, and this is how you do the one thing, and then that's it. You know, one problem, one solution. But I mean, you've taken it pretty far in like all the tweaks and changes, all the steps. Especially, I mean, one thing that I really liked was when you said, okay, let's check out some AdSense stuff. Now, with me, I like the idea of AdSense, but it's the setup and you know, too many bells and whistles that I want to mess with for the return on investment for AdSense. But you've got it already set up. You've got all the everything there, and you go, okay, here's how you do this, upload this thing, and then you're good to go. And now we'll move on into the next thing. I mean, just absolutely mind-blowing in my opinion.
Yeah, thank you. And my aim was to just really give, like, I basically put in all the struggles that I had when I was doing this for in order to make money on every single day, right? Then I basically had these struggles, like AdSense, for example. How do you set up AdSense sites? How do you know which AdSense theme for WordPress you should be using, right? I mean, there are thousands of different themes, right? So which one you would use? And therefore, this is all covered. So basically, you just grab the codes, upload my file, and pretty much you have everything done. The only thing that you need is domain and hosting. That's the only thing you need. Basically, but that's like, I mean, it's so self-explanatory that, you know, we cannot do anything without hosting and domains. So
right, yeah,
that's how it is.
Yeah. All right. Well then the next question is that, okay, now everything's easy to understand, easy to implement. So once it is implemented and you're on the right track, how long would you say it typically takes to see results?
Well, as I mentioned already, typically you will see results in comparison if you will take action and will do the certain steps within 12 to 24 hours. So within 12 to 24 hours, you will see the difference of what is happening between what happened before. And it's very important that you measure these things. Now, I'm not saying, okay, tomorrow you are going to make $10,000. I'm not saying that, right? I'm saying that, okay, today let me put it this way. Like, let's say you, on average per day, you get 50 visitors on average per day, right? It's 1,500 visitors per month. Now, let's just compare. Let's say that you are not making any money today, which was my case. For example, back in 2009, I had a website. I was getting about 1,500 visitors per day, but I didn't make any money. Right? I made maybe $1, $2 on some AdSense and nothing serious. Right? Nothing that I could even withdraw from AdSense account. Right? So. So considering this, so if that's your situation today, that by implementing the one video, which is fast action video in the members area, and basically doing this one strategy to your site, not only you will see massive increase in traffic. So let's say if you increase the traffic from 50 visitors to 100 visitors in 12 hours, it's a 100% increase in one day. Now in 10 days, it's 100%, it's 1,000% increase even without compounding everything, right?
Right.
But there is like without like math, right? So let's just make simple. So if you get 50 visitors today, tomorrow you get 100, and every day you can increase by 100%. So within 10 days you have 1,000 visitors per day. Now if from those 1,000 visitors you make, let's say, $50 or $1,000 or $100 per day, that's what you can expect, right?
Yeah.
So that's what you can expect. And now if you think about, if you had 1,500 visitors per day before and you didn't make any money, and now you're making $50 or $100 per day, doing basically the same things that you are doing before, just implementing my one strategy, one basic video that everybody can understand, and there is a PDF download which helps with all the details and everything, then I think it's a good investment.
Oh, well, absolutely. And the thing that I just took note of, and it's absolutely 100% true. It all starts with traffic. And what I really like about this is that you say, okay, I agree. It all starts with traffic, but you need to take that a step further. What's the next pain point people are going to have once they do have traffic? And that's where the traffic X-ray steps in. So I absolutely love that idea.
Yeah, I just want to add one thing. Like, if you are super lazy, like you are super lazy and you don't want to do anything else, right? Like you are so tired of online marketing, and you just say yourself, okay, I'm not going to do anything until I get, let's say, $100 per month, right? Or $300 per month, or $500, whatever, right? Then what I suggest, you probably have a website with some traffic already. So just implement traffic X-ray strategy on that website. Don't generate any additional traffic. Just implement that on the website. And now compare the results. So if you made $0 and now you're making $300 per month, is it achievement by doing nothing? I think it is.
Yeah.
And I remember that let's say in 2009, I really had a struggle. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any credit cards, debit cards, nothing. So everything was blocked because of the bankruptcy and everything. Because where I live, I don't have the bankruptcy laws and protections and stuff like that. So we had to pay back everything, right? So everything was blocked, and my income was, it sounds funny, but it's $400 per month for entire family. Right? Now, from those $400 per month, I paid $200 in order to build my internet marketing business, and $200 left for the food and everything else. Oof. Right? And it's just rough. It's just rough things, right? But now, for me, additional $300 back then was like, I don't know, like crazy money, right? Yeah. Because now I have $500 for my family, and still I can continue to build my business, which is exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly how I grew my business. So it's not starts like this, like, okay, today I'm not making any money, and tomorrow I'm going to make thousands of dollars. I just need to find this one little thing that is going to give me thousands of dollars, like without changing anything, right? No, it's not going to happen. I haven't met anybody who actually made money that way, right? Yeah. I haven't met anybody. So the same is here. Like traffic X-ray will work magically for you if you will move a little bit, right?
Right, right.
And just comparing the investment with the gain is just unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you've got a funnel sort of pre-constructed to ensure that people do the right things. So with that said, my next question is, because I'm sure everybody's wondering about it now, is how much does Traffic X-Ray cost?
The traffic X-ray will be, because it's a really special, it will not be on Warrior Forum, but it's still special offer because I'm known in Warrior community, and basically, therefore it will be between $9 to $17, something like that. So the price will go up all the time, but it's in that range, so nothing big. And the package will include Traffic X-Ray web application. So if you don't have WordPress site, you have the just simple HTML site, you still can use it. If you have WordPress, then obviously we will have a plugin for you which you can install, activate, and do the same things. And then in addition to that, we will have a bunch of training, step-by-step training, which is like business in a box, right? So there's a module which covers certain part, which is like a separate business which you can like launch and make money. And obviously the fast action video and training is specifically to like if you have website, everything is working, but you would like to make some money from the traffic that is coming to your website, boom, fast action video will do it for you.
Excellent. So you're really covering all bases on this, whether you're a total newbie or you're experienced and you just want to get better traffic getting to your site.
Yeah, and also what's important, if you are total newbie, this is excellent because you will get the right training in terms of like how you need to think when you build up some traffic, when you build up some properties on the web, when you build up your website. So how you should think and approach this instead of just doing something randomly, which a lot of people like do, and I did myself. I was like, I just told Zane before our conversation here that I was submitting articles to 10,000 article directories. Now, how smart is that, right? And I was spending time with different tools that always break up and didn't work, and so on and so forth. So it's not smart. And Traffic X-Ray is about working smart, not hard. It's about really find out what is getting you the most results and then do just that thing and scale it from there. It's not about just trying a bunch of things and then let's figure out which will make us money and then we will see, right? But no, it's about specific things that you do, you find out what works for you the best, and boom, you take off from there.
Absolutely. No, you got to look at this like a business. You got to treat it like a business, and therefore you have to manage whatever is going in and out of your business, namely traffic. And so by again, like you were saying, focusing on the most effective things and scaling those up, then you actually create a much better situation for yourself, and you really are working harder or working smarter and not harder.
Yeah, indeed. And as I said, it comes from my experience. It's not like something I sat down and I figured out, okay, let's launch some WSO and let's figure out some product. It comes from my experience, my struggle, and I figured out how to leverage that. But right now, with how Google acts and what happens with trends, what happens with all of this, there has never been better time to use this strategy in your business. There is literally has never been a better time for this. This is the best time because of the way how trends are responding to Google and basically how it ranks and all the customized rankings and all of that is just unbelievable. Now, what I want to say in addition is that also, in addition to all the training tools and everything, I will do a live training as well. So for first members, there is a limit to 1,000 people in a go-to meeting. But for the first 1,000 people, I will do a live training where I will teach additional strategies. And basically, I will show the strategy and system how you can rank in Google for, let's say, keywords that cost $25 per click on AdWords.
Wow.
Right now, how valuable is that? It's super valuable, right? So obviously, it's not a magic trick, but there is a system how you can do it quickly if you do certain things. And it just when I see people struggling, it makes me super sad, because I know that right there, like what they are doing is probably like 70% is okay, just little tweak. Right? Little tweak could change everything, and they could start to make a completely different results, get completely different results, make different money. So I will give you that tweak on the webinar, which you need to do in order to do that.
I like that, the webinar, giving you the slight tweak that you need on that webinar. That's fantastic. People are going to love that. I can tell already. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm all about results, and if you have heard about me before or heard about my name somewhere, then you know that I'm all about results of my customers. I'm extremely passionate about it. It's my for me, the problem, like for example with coaching, the biggest problem for me is that I have inside pain, like, you know, the gut pain when some people cannot get results, maybe because they are maybe lazy, but I feel the pain, you know. So,
right.
So I just want to say that so that you can understand how kind of deep I care about the customers that comes to me, you know, and that's really important for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most people that are teachers and folks that want to sort of step up and be that trainer, right? They experience that all the time. They want to make sure that their students understand it because they saw it and they had that same pain.
Yep.
And when they see other people struggling, it just tears you up inside.
It makes me insane. Yeah, indeed, it makes me insane. Yeah.
Now. Again, I've totally geeked out about this course because again, it's one of those things where it's not just here's the ABC, it's the A through Z, and then here's some more just in case you didn't get that part. But everybody has their reasons. Do you have a refund policy?
Sure, yeah, we have a 30-day refund policy, so you can basically, as I said, you get results in 24 hours. You can compare results, what you had before and what you get now. So if for any reason or no reason at all, let's say you change your mind within 30 days, no problem at all. And again, if you will find out about me, you know that I honor my guarantees always, and everything is in place. So there's no hesitation whatsoever. You just send the email to our support desk, and boom, you get refund right away.
Right. Now, of course, I am going to encourage anybody who might be at that point to reach out to the support desk or to Peter and say, listen, you know, this isn't quite making sense to me. Can you help me out? I mean, before you reach for that refund button, yeah, just take a moment to realize, you know, the focus that has been put into this to genuinely help you. And Peter's one of those guys who wants to do that. So it's good to have that policy, but at the same time, give yourself a little bit of credit and a little bit of you know, a little bit of push, and reach out to the support desk before you do that. So, you know, I don't have any other questions, Peter. Is there anything else that you would like to add before we go?
Yeah, no. Just I want to say that the focus on one strategy that you pick is very important. And if you will just take my strategy and will implement, right? You will just see results, and either you will see those results with the course or without a course. If you will follow what I will give away even on the offer page. So when you will go to the offer page, the giveaway that you will get there already will get you results. And obviously with my tools and trainings, you just like basically get it faster. Like you can just get it in next 20 to 30 minutes after you join instead of next week. So that's the difference. But the focus on one thing is very important. If you take one thing, you believe that thing, you work on that thing, you will see results. And that happened with me, and it has happened with everybody I know personally. So I think it's common for internet marketers. So if you stop your inner doubts and you say, okay, I'm going to take this strategy, I'm going to implement it, and I'm going to get results with it, then you have the mindset already to get those results. And everybody, the bigger forces, hear this mindset and they say, okay, for this guy or girl, I'm going to provide results. And that will happen with me, and that will happen with you as well. So that's it from my side. Thank you, Zain, for having me here.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, yeah, thank you very much for being here, Peter. I really appreciate it. I'm sure the live folks appreciate it too. Now, again, folks, it is called Traffic X-Ray. It is actually launching tomorrow at it's Saturday the 16th, or no, the 15th. Sorry, actually, why don't you go ahead and explain? I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, it's the launch is on 16th of December at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's on Sunday. So yeah, just at that time we will be live.
Okay, fantastic. Now, of course, be sure and check it out. And of course, for those of you who are watching the recorded version, our fine WSO affiliate link will be right down here in the description. So thank you again, Peter. And we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. So bye.
Yeah.